Hi, my name is Stefan Erdmann. I am a voiceover, as you may have gathered. Despite me not being in the studio, I thought this is just nicer, isn't it? And also I'm just here on holiday at the moment, financed, not entirely, but pretty much by voiceovers. And yeah, it kind of gives you a first-hand experience of what life can be like when you have more flexible income. And in the end, I mean, do we want all this stuff that the rich people have, you know, the big cars, the villas and so forth? I don't know, maybe you do, maybe you don't. I certainly, you know, what it's all about for me is freedom, and freedom voiceover certainly can give you, because, you know, they can be very rewarding and they are very flexible. And anyone can learn to be successful in voiceovers. Just have to know how. And that's where I want to help you, basically. Okay, so here's the thing, okay? Here's the quick story. About a year ago, and a number of years before that, actually, I got repeatedly asked about, you know, how do I get into voiceovers? A friend of mine has told me I have a great voice. How do I get into it? You know, how do I get started? Do you think I could do it? And I tried to help as much as I possibly could, but at some point I just thought, oh, I'm not sure I'm really doing this justice, because, you know, you can only tell so much in a 5-10 minute conversation. So I said to one of the most persistent people that kept asking me, I said, hey, you know what? Why don't we do this? I'll take you in, we'll have a sort of a master class in the studio where I just tell you everything that I possibly can, let's hope that the camera's not flying away now, about how to get started in voiceovers and everything that you need to get started in the right way. Now this is crucial, you know, how to get started in the right way, so that when you get into the studio for the first time, you're already relaxed, despite totally freaked out like I was, that you know how to create a show reel, a voice reel, that you know what to do when there's a microphone in front of you, that you know how to manage everybody in the studio that has different expectations of you, and so forth. I mean, there are so many things that I had to learn the hard way, that I have basically said to this guy, I want to help him, so I put all of that into this 1.5 hour session that we did. And you can call it the complete guide to getting started as a voiceover, okay? And that's what I've got for you. Now, what will this do for you? Well, it will certainly help you avoid all the mistakes that I made, like completely messing up in the studio and embarrassing myself by doing the wrong thing when somebody asked me to be more intense, yeah? And you know what most people then would do, if they don't know what they're doing, but to speak louder, right? Opposite is true. Anyway, microphones, how to handle microphones, all of that. I made serious mistakes in my career. I still made it, but you know, you can avoid all of those things. So anyway, I put everything that I know about voiceovers into this 1.5 hour masterclass, and you can basically have it as well, because I recorded it, which is pretty clever, I think, because I can help more people with this stuff. So if you do want to get started as a voiceover, I highly recommend you check out what I have for you, because it will set you up in the right way. It will give you everything you need to confidently go into the studio the first time you go into the studio and start your career. Because here's a secret I can give you straight away. The purpose of doing a job is not to get paid for that job or to impress people or whatever. The purpose of a voiceover job, any voiceover job, is to get booked again by the same people, and for your reputation to spread around the industry. That is the single purpose of doing a voiceover, okay? Trust me on this one. It took me about 5 years to figure that one out. Okay, well, here's what you need to do now, okay? Below this video, I've got the link that you need to click, and on the next page you can see in more detail exactly what you'll get when you get my masterclass, so to speak. Okay, my getting ready program for voiceovers. That's what you need to do right now. So go ahead and click underneath this link, and I can get some shade, because it's getting rather hot here, as you can see from my sweat streaming down my face.